Happy Friday, everybody. Oh, cool. Maybe I can. So I've never went live on my computer before, so this is weird. Let's see. I don't know if I can screen share with this, but let's see. Maybe not. Real cool. Okay, I can't screen share, but that's fine. I don't know if it's going to even tell me who is on here. Hi, Ashley. Yay. Okay, awesome. I can see. Hi, Candy. Today we're going to be talking all about booking parties and what to say and what to post. Things you can do to bring up engagement. I know sometimes if you don't know where to start, it can be overwhelming, and then you just generally do nothing because it's that overwhelming. So I get it. Been there, done that. That was kind of how I was when I started Vizly because it is a lot to start with. I'm gonna wait just a couple minutes. Not just kidding, not waiting a couple minutes because that's way too long to wait before I get started. So, happy payday. What is everyone doing with their commission from March? Did you know we get paid today? Because we do. And the commission tab on your workstation is down for another hour. Oh, well, thank you, Ashley. I didn't know. Okay, so I thought the comments were going to auto-scroll up the screen. Apparently not. So I just scrolled down. Thank you. Again, I don't go live on my computer. I do Zooms, and that's about it. Okay, we'll wait we'll give it like a few more seconds before I actually start. Well, we get paid today, Candy. It's payday, so whatever you sold last month, that'll be paid out on your commission card. So it's awesome. This is the best day of the month if you're a Scentsy consultant. Is my screen blurry for some of you? This whole setup is weird. It's weird because I'm not used to it. Okay, so we are just going to get started. Generally, when people tell me that they can't do Facebook parties, something goes off in my brain because I tell Aiden that he cannot say that he can't do something, because when you tell somebody or when you say to yourself that you can't do something, you're not even going to try. You're done. That's just how our brains work. You have to get your mind right. So right now, I want you to tell yourself that today you are going to book at least one party. So say it. I am going to book at least one party. Say it out loud. I don't care who is around you. Say it out loud. Because when you start to speak these things into existence, things happen. Aiden can't say he can't do anything because I'll be damn sure that he is going to be attempting at least. You do that too, Ashley? It is so important because even us as adults, like, if we have it in our mind that something is too hard, I've talked to everybody, or that is impossible, you are not even going to try. And it is so wrong. Like, you will never have a successful business if you are going to sit there and tell yourself that you can't do it. I'll be straight up. Like, your mind has to be right. So, now that you've said it, that you're going to book a party, I'll tell you my goal. My goal for this month is to book 25 parties. And I'll tell you why I decided on 25. Because if I book 25 qualifying parties, which is 200, that's what it needs to be qualifying. That'll give me 500 PRV, or 5,000 PRV, which is insane. I've never had 5,000. So last month I ended up with like 4,400 PRV, which is an all-time record for myself. But, hi Brittany, we can always keep going higher. You can always challenge yourself to do more than what you have done in the past. There is no ceiling with how much you can do, but you have to be willing to try new things. You have to be open to learning something new, to posting something different. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit too. But it all starts with your mindset. So the poll yesterday, 12 of you said that you don't know what to say. So I'm going to tell you what works for me. And I get told all the time, they're not you, or my business doesn't look like yours. The only difference between where I'm at in my business and where you are right now is that I've been doing it longer. I've tried more things, and I've learned what hasn't worked in the past, which some of those things now work now for me. But had I quit after one attempt, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So this is literally a trial and error game. Like, literally, if you are not booking parties, you're not talking to enough people. If your sales are low, you're not in front of enough people. Like, that's what it is. And so if you don't know what to say, this is what I say and what has worked for me. Hey, Holly, we'll say that's the host name. Do you want to earn some free Scentsy with me by hosting a quick 6-day scent event? And that's it. And I've worked with some of you, and so I see what you're saying, and it isn't even that you're saying anything wrong. When I first started Scentsy, and I wanted to book parties, I swear to God, like, just shut me up. Because we word vomit, because we're so excited, and we're so attached to what they might say. We don't want our feelings hurt if they say no. And honestly, you're gonna hear no. No is normal. You want to push through the no's to get to the yeses. No is okay. No doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. No just means no. It's just a temporary. Not at this time. Like, maybe later. And if somebody tells you no, who do they know that wants to earn free and half-price Scentsy with you? I know, Ashley. Yours was a tiny bit wordy, but I mean, it's fine. It's so normal. I can't even tell you. When I first started booking parties, I was seriously sending novels. And I know all of you get those messages from other people in sales, and they are so spammy, and they just look like this giant paragraph, and it doesn't work. I don't write people back because they're copying and pasting that entire thing to every single person on their friends list. If it says, hey girl, my name isn't girl, right? Your name isn't girl. Like, it has to sound like you. And just keep trying. Like, make it simple. You guys, if it's not simple, you're overthinking it. Okay? And I can tell you that sometimes when you guys are coming up with names for parties, and maybe I'm scheduling parties for you, and I look at these names, and I'm just like, what is that? Keep it simple. You don't have to put a whole lot of thought in it unless you're having some kind of like, sorry, Courtney. Did I say no, no, no? I'm sorry. It was all that peekaboo yesterday, I'm assuming. He sees me on camera and thinks I'm going to do that with him today. But you got to keep trying. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Direct message, like literally keep it direct, keep it short. Don't make a paragraph. I'll post exactly what I say. Actually, I can write it here. Hey, name. And obviously it's not going to say name, but it's going to be whoever you're talking to. My computer is shaky because it's on one of these weird pedestal things, and I'm not used to it. Exactly, Brittany. Don't word vomit. Seriously, keep it simple. Okay, I posted that. But that is exactly what I'm sending to people, and 8 out of 10 times I get a yes. And so I'm going to be hitting my goal of 25 parties this month, And even if I don't hit 5,000 PRV off of these 25 parties, that's fine. Because I'm still going to be in front of so much more people had I not even attempted to get in front of them. Had I not reached out and booked parties. Hey, Jen. No worries. Yes, it will be here on the page probably forever. So you can always watch it back when it's a better time for you. No worries. Okay, so let's get into the next poll option. And it was, I don't know what to post. We have a mock group for our team on Facebook that has literally, I'm in the middle of setting it up right now. So it's on day 3 right now, but every post or every day has scheduled posts all throughout. It is all in order. So if you see the little magnifying glass there on the page, you can click that and type in day 1 and all of the day 1 posts will come up. You don't have to keep it the same exact wording or the same pictures, but it's a good outline of what you can say, what you can run. So I shared it yesterday on the team page, and I added some of you to it if you weren't there before. Yeah, I can't screen share, otherwise I would show it here. But it's there, and so I'll share it again after the video, and then we can do that. But another thing, every month I create a new template, and so every month I use Visly, and I create one template, and then I run that template through each one of my parties. So whether that be somebody's launch party or just random parties that I have going on, they're all going to get the same thing. However, if I do notice that so-and-so was on the person's party from before, I'll change a couple of the posts, like especially the guess how many scent circles game, because I don't want anyone going in to have the answer already. So I'll switch some things up here and there. And then another thing that I do though on Facebook is I'll search the products because I want to see how other people are presenting them. And so if I like how so-and-so posted about something, or if they have really cool pictures, I'll go and just borrow some of that. I'll take the pictures, but then I can change the wording however I want so it sounds like me, so it's not just somebody. So if you find something and it says, hey y'all, that clearly doesn't sound like me, make it sound like you. And then also, if you're copying and pasting stuff, make sure whatever you're saying still relates to you. So if you don't have 5 kids or 10 dogs or whatever it is, and you're copying and pasting from somebody that does, and they specifically say that, and you post it on a party with people that know you, they know that that is not your life. So make sure that everything is true and genuine and authentic to you. I'm happy to hear that, Courtney. That was the intent behind the mock party, so that makes me happy. Another thing, it was the 3rd most voted for, was keeping engagement in parties. So, a lot of that will stem from host coaching. So before the party begins, I would reach out to the host and just say, hey, I really would like you to interact on the post, tag your friends in the post, and tag them in things that remind you of them. Because then it's going to bring more eyes to the party and it's going to get those people engaged more. Another thing that I start doing, no worry Maggie, you can always watch this back later, no worries. Another thing that I do is that actually on one of our new teammates' parties, there wasn't a whole lot of engagement, and so I went in and I offered some party packs. So all that people had to do to get them was comment that they wanted it, and that's it. And then they sent me their address and I just shipped stuff off to them. But I don't mind doing that because that's going to help this new teammate's business. So that's totally fine. People want free. People want to be heard. People want to share their opinions. And so engagement posts, not like wedding type engagement posts, but posts that are going to bring on responses from people are going to be like, do you like this or this? Do you like, what is it? Dirty dishes? Or which one do you dislike more? Dirty dishes or stacks of laundry? Have them choose. I use that post right now for my cleaning day on my Vizsla parties, and that generally brings in a lot of engagement. You can, if you want to use like a party point system, Pinterest has all of these all over the place. You can do that, but state before the party even begins that you're going to be rewarding people based off their interaction in the party. So whoever, I don't know, comments the most, whoever places an order, however you do it, reward the people that are doing it, because as more people engage, it's kind of like our team page. There's been times where engagement has been very little. However, once one person starts engaging more and, okay, good. I thought the video went off. And once people start engaging more, they see it and they want to also engage. It kind of lights a fire, and it can just kind of spread. So I would say host coach, use a party point system if you want to keep the engagement up. But not all the posts have to be Scentsy related. You can do something fun, something relevant to what's happening in the world, but do not do anything controversial, because you don't want your parties to be known as, oh, that person is bringing up politics at a Scentsy party. Don't do it. Because you're going to be polarizing the guests, and as soon as they see one thing, they can leave and they don't have to come back. Keep it very general. Do not make people choose. I mean, football teams make someone choose a team. That's cool. Nothing politics, nothing religion, nothing that's going to cause someone to seriously just throw a BF and leave the party. Okay, because it will not be a good look. Another vote on the poll. Some of you said that you don't know where to start. So whether that means you don't know where to start when it comes to even talking to people, or if you're new and don't know where to start with booking hosts, start with your best friends, start with your circle, start with your family. Because why would they say no? Because they know it's going to help you. And you don't even have to make it anything like long or drawn out. Just say the same thing that we had talked about at the beginning of this. Keep it very simple. There's no pressure. And that's one thing that I want to do also. I don't put pressure on people to do something. If they say no, that's fine. Because there's always going to be more people to ask that'll say yes. Don't be attached to any of the answers. Just don't. Again, it is not you if they say no. It's not because they don't like you. It has nothing to do with that. But when it comes to starting booking parties, start with your best friends, your family, and if you've been here for a while, go to your best customers, because if they're spending the full price to get their products like over and over again, bless them with earning it for free and half price. Chances are, if they're spending all this money with you, they're going to have more people that they know that also like the products. And so that can open you, or it can actually bring more of an audience to you as soon as you set them up with a party. So that brings me to, I don't have time to post. And I've seen this on our team page, and you can say you don't have time to post, but how much time are you spending scrolling Facebook every day? How much time are you spending binge watching Netflix? You have time. If you can take 10 minutes a day, you can schedule posts on a group. If you use Vizsla already, I can send you my monthly code. And all you got to do is plug in your host names and swap the links out. That's it. You have time. But the thing is, if it isn't seen as a priority, you're not going to make time for it. So you can either make excuses as to why Scentsy isn't working for you, or you can go and do the things that are going to make you money off of it. And I don't want to take the fun out of Scentsy, but some of you joined to make money. And some of you are still paying for a website, and you haven't even done anything with your business in months. So, I mean, you can start now from where you are and own where you are. And if you haven't been consistent, own it. Consistency is going to be the biggest thing that's going to grow your business. If you post one time that you're a Scentsy consultant, but then say nothing for 6 months, no one is going to remember that you even sell. It has to be a consistent thing. And if consistent means 2 days a week, that is better than 0 days a week. Because right now, Facebook is showing posts on my feed, at least from 3 days ago. And I don't even know why. I'm not even seeing like current things, which is fine. But you're still going to see that I'm a Scentsy consultant. You're going to see that I sell Scentsy because it is my Facebook banner page. You're going to see that I sell Scentsy because people tag me in posts when they need something, or if somebody's looking for a consultant. Make sure when people think of Scentsy, they think of you. And that comes from treating your customers right. That comes from, blessing people. You don't just have to see it as, well, I'm not going to make money, so I'm not going to do it. If you're in a position where you have a qualifying party, did you know that you can give somebody a discounted kit to join so they don't have to pay $99? A $200 party will give you your host credit, and it'll give you your half price reward. You can use that host credit and it'll drop, if it's $20, it'll take off $20 off that $59 discounted kit, and they can join for $39 plus tax and shipping. If you're in a position where you can be generous, you can gift the rest of that amount to them by covering it yourself. That isn't something that, I don't know. I host gift kits all the time. All the time. Because I know how much this can change somebody's business. I know how much this can change somebody's life. Because I know what it's done for me. So I will be quick, and that is why you see new people coming in all the time, because I am host flipping kits. I am constantly getting in front of new people, and you can do the same thing too. I'm not just telling you guys these things that don't work, but the only way they're not going to work is if you don't do anything. That's the only way that things are not going to work for you. So not having time to post, you can, and I will share a little video walkthrough on how to schedule posts during or with a Facebook group. So you can see the video, I think, is less than a minute. So it's not going to take a huge, chunk of your day. And then I also have a training on Vizly on YouTube that I could send you. Or if you want to do like a one-on-one training, that's fine. But your sponsors and I can't help you if we don't know what you're struggling with. And that was a big part of why I wanted to do the poll, because we're not mind readers. If you don't let us know what you need help with, how can you get help? So don't be afraid. We're not going to judge you if you need help. We just need to know what you want help with. And we can check in with you, but it takes you being vulnerable with us and letting us know, I need help with this, but then also, where do you want to go with your Scentsy business? Because saying that you want something sometimes isn't going to be enough. Why do you want something? Why do you want something to work? Like, I became a Scentsy consultant because I don't get along with bosses. I don't get along with bad bosses, and I've had way too many bad bosses to make me even want to attempt to work for someone else again. I don't. And Jen, I can get you that Vizly training. Or I can send you the YouTube video, or we can do like a one-on-one on Zoom, and I can walk you through it. Either way is fine. Or we can do a small group thing, like whatever works. But I know what Scentsy has done for us, and when we go to Disney World, like, we would never be able to afford this trip if it wasn't for Scentsy. Like, never. I lost my job last year when COVID started, and in that same month, we promoted to director, because what you focus on is going to grow. And not having that time at my job, I was able to just fully dive into this, and I know we have some people here that also can do the same thing, and I see that potential in you, and like, you just have to go for it. And even if that means baby steps to get on like the good footing to get there, just do it. because you're never going to regret, you're not going to regret making the decisions and taking the actions that are going to get you to where you want to be. Awesome, Jen. Okay, we'll figure that out then, and we'll come up with a good time. And you too, Candy. We can do that as well. And then another one of the poll options was, I haven't had luck with Facebook parties. So, Jen, I think you chose this one. Could you tell me, like Facebook parties in general, or kind of a basis off that? Because I'll tell you, when I first started doing grab bags on my VIP page, I had no one that wanted them. No one wanted the grab bags that I was offering, and so I didn't stop doing it. I just changed how I was offering them. I like to theme them, and so I would try different things, and then every once in a while someone would get one, and then they were so excited and they would share what they got and just how they liked it. And then the next time, more and more people were starting to get them. So, I mean, it kind of is the same thing with Facebook parties, because you can try it once and maybe it doesn't work, but Facebook parties are going to be hit or miss. Like, what works for one group might be okay, but then doing that same format on another party may not work okay. I mean, it's hit or miss, but it also depends on the audience that is invited. And even if that means it wasn't successful because it wasn't 200 in orders, I mean, reach out to those people that did order, or keep that party link open more. And then if you're gathering outside orders and you place through the website for customers, then you can help that host get to rewards. But I don't want you to stop because you tried something once and the results weren't good, because as you grow in your business and as you keep learning, you're going to learn what works. Like, what works for me may not work for you, and that's totally fine. That is perfectly normal. And so as you try different things, you're going to find out, well, this really works for me. But you have to give yourself that chance to even try. So I'll open it up. If anybody has questions, like specific questions, post it in the chat. I'm pretty sure this is the longest Facebook Live I've ever done in my life, because I hate these and I don't like being on camera, but I want you to succeed, and having you succeed is greater than my anxiety that holds me back from being on camera. So that is why I'm here today, because I want to help you. And even if that means that you don't post your questions in the chat right now, if you want it more on a one-on-one basis, that's totally fine. Jen says, mine is I just couldn't get a lot of interaction on my Facebook parties. Oh, you don't even have to. Like, literally, grab bags are just an extra thing that I offer customers. And I only do them because I have a lot of stock on hand, because I like to do events. And so you don't have to invest a lot of money and do stuff like that. I have stock because I like to do events. And COVID really, I don't know, it canceled all the events, basically. All my big events. Like, we did AgFest a couple years ago, and I want to say we were able to sell like $1,600 or $1,800 worth of Scentsy just off what we had. And so not having those, we just have had to evolve and do different things. And so that's why what I do now is different than what I did 2 years ago, because it's just a game. Like, it's just learning. It's a constant evolution of your business, because your business is going to change all the time. Like, the rules of what Facebook allows and what they don't allow, I mean, can change at any point in time. Yeah. You don't have to invest a lot of money to do like Facebook parties or anything like that. What if we could have a lesson with more than one-on-one? Like, yeah, that is totally fine. Yeah, I'm totally open to small groups, doing more trainings that way. If that works for you guys, we can set something up. That's totally fine. Jen, another issue I ran into a lot of people I know already have local Scentsy reps they use, so I get told no because they get their Scentsy through them. So branching out to more people is hard for me. That's totally fine. How is it like with the people that are around you in Arizona, though? Because I know there's a lot of people up here in Oregon where you're friends with and they have consultants. But I would tap into who you know in other places, or even the party guests that you've had in the parties that we've done in the past. Reach out to everybody. Oh my god, my dog is freaking out. So that's fun. But I would start there. Even if that means you start building... Can you hear my dog right now? I'm just gonna assume it's a delivery because that happens every day. Candy, that's right. You don't have to have local customers. Like, that's the biggest, like, plus of having an online website is that you can meet people everywhere. Like, they don't just have to be nearby, and you don't have to just stick within the people that you know. If you, oh my god, my dog. If you have people that are buying from you right now that can refer you to their friends and other people that way, you can constantly be in front of new people. Another thing that I do is I join local community groups. That comes with time. Like, you'll meet new people, and then even if that means that you have like business cards or anything, join community pages there. I'm a homebody too. I don't like, honestly, I'm not a people person, and so me branching out and doing something like this is a big deal. If I could stay home and do all of these things, like, that's what I do. I don't like being out in front of people. I don't like to people, and so I stay home and I just do things over and over again. So parties are going to be, if you're stacking parties, okay, party stacking is my favorite thing because that means I'm booking multiple parties at one time and they're all running at the same time. And Fridays are my days where I go and try and book 5 more parties for the weekend, or that'll start on the weekend. So then I have, I don't know, I do too much. I do a lot, but this is what I do. Scentsy's my full-time job, and so that's what I do. I'm aiming to book 6 parties today. And yes, Brittany, you have to branch out of your warm market. And what that means is you have to branch out of the people that you know. Okay? Join local community pages and announce that you're a Scentsy consultant. Because sometimes, just like as you can see on like the local sites here, there's always people posting that they don't have a Scentsy consultant or that they need one. And so if you make yourself known, that could open up your audience a little bit too. And then as people respond, you can reach out to them and see if they want to host a party with you. And then I'm totally fine with helping you until you get more acquainted with Vizsly. I can totally do that. Because I couldn't do all these parties and help you guys with stuff if I wasn't using Vizsly to schedule everything. Like, there's no way, because we are way too busy over here. So, I mean, it's a learning game. You always have to be learning. My camera is really blurry sometimes. It's wonderful. I think that is everything. If you want to set up like a small group, let me know. We can find time to do that. I'm pretty busy Saturday. Aiden has Taekwondo testing. And then we're going to the dinosaur drive-thru thing in Portland, I guess. So that'll be fun. Yeah, but let me know. I'm always happy to help you guys. And your sponsors are always happy to help too. I want to keep them involved as much as possible. So whoever recruited you to our team, they're going to play a role in the trainings that we do. So for Jen and Candy, that's obviously me, so it's literally just me. But for Maggie, Ashley's going to play a role in this too. So yeah, it's going to be a team effort. One more thing. We have our first drawing tomorrow for 500 PRV by the 10th. So that'll have to be probably around 12 maybe before we head to Portland. But that'll be happening. Afternoon weekdays, that'll work. Tuesdays and Thursdays we have Taekwondo from 3:30 to 5. So if we could do maybe like a Wednesday, we could do that. But also, if you get 200 PRV this month, then you'll be active in our 4th drawing, which will be later this month too. That's totally fine, Jen. Yep, the same for me. Weekends are usually a family thing. We're pretty much home, or this weekend we're actually doing stuff. But normally we're home on the weekends, but we can figure out times and everything. Just let me know. Okay, well, I think that's it. So, happy payday. If I didn't answer any questions that you still have, put them in the comments and I'll go back through and answer them. Yeah. But I hope you all have a great day. And if you need anything, your sponsors and I are here. So, that's that. See you later.